tough team this evening after a difficult week last week. You've obviously got a few out as well. How big a challenge is this game going to be for your team tonight?
Oh, it's big, isn't it? It's one of the sort of big spenders and one of the teams that applied for Super League not so long back and want to get promoted from this division. So it is a massive test. But you know, we're in a run of playing a few of these sort of teams, and the challengers just stepped up slightly each week. We went to Widnes and won. Really struggled last week against Bradford, and this is a step up again against the York team that looked like they were going through a bit of a dodgy patch, but then it red hot form last week. So whether that helps or hinders us today, I'm not sure. But yeah, we can only prepare as we can, and if we give it its best shot, then whatever happens, nobody can complain.
You mentioned you've had a few tough opponents in recent weeks. Is that beneficial coming into this? Maybe battle hardened you for a real tough contest today?
Well, there's no easy ones anyway, but there's obviously, when you're starting off the season, there's teams you look at who are spending a similar amount to you, and we almost talk about 2 and 3 leagues in one, but this year I'm not sure there is that. I think you just look at the results, everyone's sort of beating each other, and it's making it really tight. It just seems like whichever team is not quite on it that game is going to lose. So we can only control what we can control, which is not making as many errors as we did last week, defending a little bit better, and then you're in the game for longer. We'd lost the game at half time last week, and if we play the same way in the first 40, York will be out of sight. So that's one thing that we need to be better at this week. If York are far too good for us, then so be it.
Dane Windrow comes in, a young lad looking for some experience. What can we expect from him today?
Well, he's a big lad, and Wakefield have got sort of high hopes for him. We've lost a few. We were going pretty well up until last week, and then all of a sudden lost a few, needing to isolate, and a few injured. So although our team looks quite strong in a couple of positions, we're pretty fragile. So one key thing is not getting any more injuries today. But yeah, Dane, going back to him, he's a big unit, and we've just decided to start him, see how he goes. We've got cover on the bench in Keenan, but we'll just see what happens. I mean, he's trained twice with us this week. He's looked good. It was literally an SOS that went out this week, really, in a couple of positions to see what we could get in. We've lost a few players ourselves recently, just sort of leaving. And like I say, in 1 or 2 positions we're short. So yeah, Wakefield we're happy to help. Dane's looking for game time. As I said, he's a really good prospect, and we'll see how he goes tonight.
Best of luck.
Cheers.
Yeah, there's definitely, like I say, I think Lee Greenwood will be expecting a bit more off from Adam Ryder on that right hand side, and like I say, it's a really strong side. Jason Walton, Adam Ryder and Andy Gabriel.
Well, it's the Rams who come forward early doors. Joe Martin drops into dummy half, and they will come forward there with Will Oates battling away. 3 men in the tackle for the Knights there. Eager defence to start with. Shifting it early here, a Dewsbury, and Adam Ryder just there. He managed to fend off one, make some metres for his team. Next up is Gabriel, who is not the biggest. You've seen wingers evolve, haven't we, and become bigger and larger. He's a winger of old, but he does carry the ball really well. He makes the yards pound for pound.
Yeah, he definitely gets his team on the front foot, and that's what the coach will be expecting. And like I say, we've seen in the past couple of weeks, he can finish tries if the ball's high up in there. He likes to catch, but he can also finish in the corners as well.
Well, Connor Wynne with his first involvement takes that Liam Finn kick, and many Liam Finn kicks in throughout the time have caused many a problem, and it looked like Connor Wynne had maybe fallen into a bit of a problem there as the ball came loose, but the referee says it was a ball steal, so York will get a penalty. And that is what you cannot you don't want to give away penalties at any time, but on this pitch of all pitches, you cannot afford to be ill-disciplined.
No, you can't. And just on back of last week, Dewsbury was ill-disciplined, and like I said, they'll be looking to obviously change that this week. And you can't just keep coming up with penalties, because on a small pitch it'll put the attacking side in a good ball position.
Big carry from Baldwinson there, taking the ball forward for the Knights. Already in Dewsbury's half. Early pressure for the Rams to deal with. Through knock there, he's slow to his feet. Very slow to his feet. He's getting his breath back. Good offload from Atkins, and The Knights are looking dangerous here as Matty Marsh is ragged to the ground there. Old style tackling there as Jubb drops his shoulders to right, goes to the left. York closing in early doors here. We've played just over 2 minutes and they are on the prowl, but it is the last tackle. It's with Dean. Dean throws it wide to Dixon. It's called forward and the Rams survive.
Yeah, good defensive set there by Dewsbury, and like I say, they just can't be ill-disciplined, and they've defended the line now. They'll be expecting the back three, obviously, Andy Gabriel to get them out and try and get in a good ball position.
Just watching that pass there, it did look like it just strayed forward from our angle.
Yeah, it did. Just looking on the game last week as well, Riley Deaney really likes to play at the line and be nice and direct. He likes to look at the late ball to the line to Ryan Atkins, so I think we'll see plenty of that tonight.
Would agree entirely. So Dewsbury now tasked with coming back away from their own line, getting into the arm wrestle, and players, fantastic training ground's the wrong word, but learning ground is what I was looking for any young player coming through.
Yes, definitely. And he'll get plenty of joy on playing outside of the experienced Paul Sykes. He'll give him nice early ball, and what Dane brings, obviously he's nice and direct. He likes to hit a good line and tries to get his nose through as well.
Well, there's a good carry from Beckett there, but good response from York defensively, and now coming away after another kick is diffused. And we just saw there the size of the pitch for Dewsbury. Then effectively they made 60 metres. They didn't make 60 metres because it's not 60 metres long, but it just proves how quickly you can go from end to end on this pitch.
Yeah, that's right, Matt. And obviously the kicking game is also important. Like we said earlier, the Rams will be looking to put the teams into the pockets and expecting the wingers to come out and get the Knights on the front foot, and they'll be hoping the Knights come up with an error, then it will put the Rams in a good ball position.
Well, they've just given away 6 again, and that ill-discipline from last week seemingly has just crept in early doors for the Rams here. Not that the Knights will care, they are coming forward now and in good territory once again. Where will they go here? Jubb's having a little survey of the options afforded to him. It's going to the right, tipped on, and carry comes in. Not too far away now after that carry from Ronan Dixon. Jubb, he scampers away, going to the line himself. He's getting closer. The last tackle again. It's a second consecutive set where York have Dewsbury on their own try line. Can they convert it into points this time? It's going high towards Ben Jones Bishop. He's claimed it. Has he grounded it? The officials say he did not. It would have been an incredible finish from Ben Jones Bishop if he's got that down. And in the end, it's a double whammy for York. So it ends up being a 7-tackle set.
Yes, it does. Ben Jones Bishop unlucky there to obviously get the ball down. He was pretty confident himself that he did get it down. But as we can see now, Matt, obviously Andy Gabriel has took a good strong carry, and Dewsbury, I like to say, the 40 out from the try line.
Coming forward ominously here are the Dewsbury Rams. That's Garrett. He's been a real find after being picked up by Lee Greenwood from Siddle. Windrow again. Struggling to put him to the floor here at York. It's taken a fair effort to put him down, and now it's them on the front foot. And talking about front foot, Chris Anakin doesn't know any other way than to run hard and straight like that. Butterworth jumps out. It's to Finn. He's made a bit of a hash of that. He's nutmegged himself, but the ball's come back. It's still last tackle. Martin dabs it over. Taken by Ben Jones Bishop. Fleming traps him, and we talk about playing into corners. That's the second set where, however unconventional that was, York have started their sets right in those corners.
Yes, Al, that were an excellent set there by Dewsbury, and like we said, they're putting the kicks into the corners, but Dewsbury the first two defending sets, they've given away a set restart and a penalty. Let's just hope they don't do that now.
Oh, beautiful from Ben Jones Bishop, but he's got it to win. He's flicked it out. He didn't need to do that, Connor Wynne. Jones Bishop had set the platform with that set, and he never looked Conowin, did he? He was just hoping that someone was going to be on his shoulder, and there was too many retreating Rams men to make that a percentage play. Yeah,
it was, and it was a good breakthrough by Conowin there, but obviously there was no one pushing through with him, and obviously he just flicked the ball out. But like I say, errors again. Dewsbury, 20 yards out, and they're looking to put some points on the board.
Butterworth then, that dummy half, it comes to Finn. Anakin. Oh, what a run that was. What did we say about him? And Will Jubb's in trouble here. He's got up. It took some time. That was a thunderous collision. Chris Anakin, my word.
Yeah, as we all know, that's what Chris brings to the side, and getting his side on the front foot, because that's what they look to do. They look to get on the front foot, then the halves can play on the back of it.
Oh my goodness. Chris Anakin put the bumpers up, and Will Jubb, brave as they come, he's not the biggest man. He didn't shy away from making that tackle, but he didn't come out of it on the right end. And I'm really glad to see that he's okay and deemed fit to continue, because he looked a bit shaky when he was getting up there.
Yeah, he put his body on the line there, did Will, and like I say, he's a tough player. He likes to get involved in the contact.
So Dewsbury almost making a way through there, and Butterworth thinks he's seen a gap, and in the end he hasn't. It's a turnover, but, well, not the worst place to turn over a ball for the Rams. Back in that corner once again.
Yeah, definitely, and Dewsbury expected to defend up here. Don't give any penalties away, and like I say, we keep saying it's a small pitch, but hopefully they'll get the ball, obviously, in the 40 and put them back in a good ball position again.
Atkins coming from that left edge to do some work down the middle, give his forwards a breather. Garrett working hard from marker there to make a repeat tackle. York coming down the field there with Wing. Jubb moves it on, and now Baldwinson takes it forward, put to the floor. Here they come with Dixon, one of those underrated players, isn't he, Ronan Dixon, that you never really hear mentioned a lot, but plays every week, and there's a very obvious reason why that is the case.
Oh, he's a big player for York. He always leads from the front. He's both in attack and defence, and he is a positive for York.
Joe Martin with the high take there. He looked like he almost juggled that ball as he was getting to his feet. Gabriel takes one carry, and here's the other winger, Oakes, who manages to duck under one, burrow his way forward. Martin again, who does a lot of work for them in back play, doesn't he, Joe Martin?
Yeah, he does, and obviously that's 2 carries there from obviously Will Oakes and Joe Martin. Like I say, Mike, he's got them on the front foot, and I'm sure we'll see now Liam Finn put it into the corner and just keep defending the sets.
Big kick, but don't want to give this man too much space to run, because he can be deadly if he gets motoring. Kieran Dixon joined the club from London, of course. He's one of the quickest in the game. He is rapid. So York with Jones Bishop, who has really, on paper, that was always a good signing, and he's proven to be a very, very good addition for James Ford so far. Salter next up, almost makes it to halfway. Jobby's at dummy half. Here they come again. Put to the floor. They're over halfway here on the last York after that carry from Wynn. Long kick from Riley Dean, another tester for Joe Martin. Takes it well, but it's great chase from Kieran Dixon. This has been the territory battle that we predicted it would be, hasn't it?
Yes, it has, definitely. After the first 10 minutes, both teams are trying to find a gap in each side in a yardage sets coming out of their own line. But like I say, they're both getting 10 in the sets, and they're just waiting for whichever team comes up with the error. Then either team will capitalise on that.
Great carry. Really good carry there from Will Oakes, and Chris Clarkson spotted out Will Jubb once again, but he managed to slow him down there, but he's still going. His leg speed, Chris Anakin, is tremendous with those carries.
Yes, as he always gets his team on the front foot, and I think the first 10 minutes, the forwards of York, they are, obviously we can see him walking back now. Ronan Dixon has put in a strong 10 minutes, but like I say, James Ford will be expecting more from his forwards. They're always in for a battle here at Dewsbury.
Yeah, they've just, Martin's weaved through, hasn't he, and Butterworth made a half break. They've just managed to get them around the ruck a little bit.
Yes, Reece Butterworth has been impressive the first 12 minutes. He's once he gets an eye, and obviously he catches. If there's only one marker there, he always plays, and he likes to have a play around the ruck. And if there's someone playing with him, pushing with him like Chris Anakin is, they will find the front.
We've had 2 6 games in this set so far, and that means that start of set here effectively for the Knights, and they're almost on halfway. And if you were to, it's 0-0 on the scoreline, if you were to critique and look at it, you would just say that York have been better disciplined than Dewsbury, and it's just left them to do a bit more work than they have to do. And just as I say that, commentator's curse, Ryan Atkins drops the ball.
Yeah, he does, and like I said, Lee Greenwood will be happy with that, because obviously they have had to defend a lot of sets, and they've had 3 set of 6 restarts, and they've had to try and win the ball back, and they've done that with Ryan Atkins coming up with an error, and we can see it, Andy Gabriel now trying to get his side on the front foot. And once again, they are in a good ball position. Hopefully they can put some points on.
Oh, what a hit that is. What a shot that was. Welcome to Men's Rugby League, Dane Windrow. That was a pummeling shot. Salter came in high, didn't he, and gave him a good old whack there. That's what Rugby League's all about. Butterworth is the man at dummy half. It comes into Sykes and Finn. The guile of those two will be pivotal, no doubt. Carey comes in, and they looking threatening here. And then a penalty. So, real pressure now for York to have to deal with. And I just wonder what they're having a look to pitch side. What's the call going to be? Are they going to go for the 2? They're thinking about it. And they are going for 2. And it gives everyone a breather after a pretty frantic opening 12-13 minutes here.
Yeah, I think that's the right call from Lee Greenwood to go for the 2 points. Dewsbury have weathered the storm from York in the first 30 minutes, and he will be happy to come away with 2 points, and hopefully they'll complete the next set, and they'll probably do the same, put a kick to the corner, and hopefully York will come with the error. That's what Lee Greenwood will be looking for.
So, Paul Sykes, he's kicked a lot of goals in his career, and a few easier than this one. Just guides the ball between the sticks. It's 2-0 Dewsbury. And they'll be pleased with that, Will Dewsbury, because the territory battle has been really good, but they have given York a few opportunities to have a chance on their line, a flirtation on their line, but they've managed to deal with them and ultimately now have a slender lead.
Yeah, they do, and Dewsbury just have to keep completing the sets, and like I say, Mike, it is the territory battle, and coming away with 2 points, Dewsbury will be happy with that.
Dixon will get us back underway. Martin collects, and here is Tom Garrett, and another big collection. Garrett and Dixon there. Felt that up here. Love those collisions. Forward they come once again. 3 men in that tackle. Put him to the deck. Butterworth will go to Liam Finn. Ryder, who scored some points for Dewsbury since his move. He came from Keighley, didn't he, with Andy Gabriel, and he's scored a lot of points. He's got over the line a fair few times for the Rams since he made the move.
Yes, he has, and the right hand side is really strong, and we can see coming out of Dewsbury's own half, William Finn's getting a nice early ball. He's either looking at Jason Walton on the lead run, or looking to find Gabriel out wide.
Good luck taking this one, Ben Jones-Bishop. He hasn't done. Will Oakes has got it. So repeat set for the Rams. That was a towering kick from Paul Sykes, and he dropped it quite shallow. Jones-Bishop had to come a long way to get that, and you don't let the ball bounce, do you? But you might have been better off letting that one bounce.
Yeah, it probably would have been better letting it bounce, but Ben Jones-Bishop, he backed himself to get the ball, and like we said, we're just going back to the territory, and like I said, Dewsbury now, the 5 yard out from the try line.
looking threatening here. It's with Liam Finn. Late pass to Sykes. He looked promising here. It looks very promising. They're going to go in the corner. The Rams extend their lead, and it's Matty Fleming with the try. A wonderful move to that left. Martin came into the line wonderfully, picked the pass out, and the Rams, they have a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, they're doing like it's the first 16 minutes, 6-0 up Dewsbury. Lee Greenwood will be really happy with what side are coming away with points. But the play there by Liam Finn, obviously going nice and direct to the line, hitting Paul Sykes around the back. But I think on this, Joe Martin, the fullback, York didn't get the numbers right. They thought Joe Martin was getting on the inside, but Paul Sykes gave a nice ball out wide to the centre, and he's over to score on the left-hand side.
Yeah, it was a wonderful play from Martin, wasn't he? Just came in and didn't have a lot of time to land that pass, and it wasn't the most difficult, but he had one man pushing in on him. He had to nail it, and nice piece of skill there to get that out.
Yeah, it was very clinical, and we can see now York are making a change and bringing on Adam Cuthbertson. Ronan Dixon's coming off, and I think James Ford may be thinking that his side in the middle, they may be getting caught out in the middle, and that's why he made the change. But credit to Dewsbury, 8-0 up after 17 minutes. They are winning, for me, the battle of the forwards and coming away with points.
Another view of this look, and it's that from Martin. He almost dunks it a little bit just to tip it on. It's a really, really good pass, that.
Yes, it is. William Salter, he went in for the lead runner, and a very smart play there by Paul Sykes to find Joe Martin, and it ended up being a 3-on-1, and he picked the right pass to the centre.
8-0 then. The Rams will be very, very pleased with that as a start. After seeing off some early pressure, they've really come into this game, and well, that was a very awkward one for Joe Martin. Those kicks from Kieran Dixon are wicked, aren't they? Because they almost loop up and come down very quick and very difficult to pick up.
You were practicing the kicks before kick-off, and they are the spiral kick-offs off the kicking tee, and they are hard to take. But Dewsbury dealt with it. Like I say, good carry there by Tom Garrett. Joe Martin again getting inside on the front foot. As we can see, they're finding Jason Walton, Alan Ryder on the right hand side, and I think they are getting plenty of joy. We can see there Jason Walton's got a win, and there's a man again, Chris Hannigan, with an offload, and they are over the halfway line.
Ryder, here he comes, what a carrying they are. They're really rolling them here. Dewsbury, the markers aren't set once again, and they can come down this left hand side. It's with Sykes, shows it to one, gives it to Fleming on the outside. Have they got him out of play? Not quite. They're up the right end of the field again. Dewsbury, Sykes has time to pick his kick. Can Gabriel get there? No, it's just a little bit too long, and it was easy for Dixon. And here he comes. They need to be wary. They make the tackle. Well, that's a good start from Kieran Dixon. He's got his side moving forward there.
Yeah, he has. He's got him on the front foot. Tom Garrett, he did really well in defence there for Dewsbury, but Cuthbertson is coming on now. He'll like to show late footwork at the line and try and get his team on the front foot, because in the first 19 minutes, Dewsbury have been on top, and they've just gone nice and hard and direct, and they are getting plenty of joy on the right hand side. I think they are spotting Riley Dean, the York halfback, and they're just trying to get wins on the back of that.
So, come York now, bringing the ball forward in their pack. It's with Cuthbertson. Here's Aiden, and a penalty for offside. So, ideal opportunity for York to respond here.
Yes, it is, and penalties, they are obviously affecting Dewsbury. They had 4 set of 6 restarts. They've had to give away 2 penalties, and time will tell if they can defend their own line. They do like to defend their own line, Dewsbury. All season they seem to pride themselves on that, and hopefully they can not concede any tries.
Cuthbertson with the carry. They're getting closer. It's a good dominant tackle on him. They put him on his back. That'll slow things down. Gives time for Dewsbury to set up, and I think he felt that one, Adam Cuthbertson. It was a bit late from Butterworth, but they're moving it wide, and Wynn's just fallen over. It looked dangerous, that as well. Just couldn't quite land it, and now he's hurt to make matters even worse. And, slow to his feet, looks to be holding his head, doesn't he?
He does, but just going on just to Dewsbury on the defence. As we know, Dewsbury, they're a very workmanlike team. They always back each other, and they are defending well each other on the inside. And if you've got confidence on the inside in defence, you should defend your goal line really well. And Dewsbury coming up to that, because York have had 5 or 6 attacking chances, and they haven't come away with any points yet.
Got an opportunity now. York for Dewsbury. The longer they go through these periods where they keep them out, they'll grow in belief, won't they? That, you know what, we've got their number here. And we'll see if they can remain that way. It's a good carry from Aiden, who's still going forward. He's stopped 2 metres out. Real pressure now for Dewsbury. Can York get on the board? It's a lovely little short pass from Washbrook, but it's wonderfully read by the Rams. Here they come on the last. Dean stabs it through. The chase is on. The try is scored. It's Ryan Atkins who brings York back into this contest. Well-weighted kick from Riley Dean. 2 former Warrington men combining. It's Dewsbury 8, York 4.
Yeah, we're a good attacking set there. York tried to catch Dewsbury nice and short with Adam Cuthbertson close to the line, but good defence by Reece Butterworth. But then they caught the Rams on the left-hand side, a nice smart kick from Riley Dean, and Ryan Atkins finished it off well.
Nice finish from one of Super League's all-time leading try scorers. I think he's 5th on the Super League try scoring list, Ryan Atkins. Proves he knows how to finish them. I think the men above him are Danny Maguire, Keith Senior, Paul Wellens. I've missed someone who's only just nicely overtaken him, Ryan Hall. And then I believe it's Atkins in 5th. So he's in esteemed company there.
Yes, he is. And just on the back of the try, James Ford, I'm sure he'll be getting the message out just to make sure we deal with the kick-off and just get to the end of sets and just keep building pressure and play at the right areas of the field.
So can Dixon tag on the extras? He's certainly got enough height on it, and he's accurate with it too. Good kick, 8-6. With what was it we said before the game? We're in for a real treat, and I think from what we've seen in the opening quarter, the team's out letting us down.
Yeah, definitely. There hasn't been much difference between the sides. As we can tell, obviously with the scoreboard at 8-6, I think we're in for an 80 minutes like the same, and just both end to end, and whichever team completes and defends up, obviously will come out on top.
Bit of a pause here as Paul Sykes gets his bearings. The right hand goes up. It drops, don't let that ball bounce, and as the scramble to get there, Riley Dean's just about got it. He might get trapped in his own in-goal. He's just about stayed in. And some kickoffs that are causing havoc.
Yes, they are, and just hopefully now Dewsbury won't be looking to give any penalties away, any set of restart, because a good carry there from Kieran Dixon. He's got him on the front foot, and over the 40 already.
He trampled over Reece Butterworth there, didn't he, Kieran Dixon? He going for his speed rather than his power, but that was a real good carry from him. So Baldwinson shifts it to Marsh. He drops the shoulder, goes himself, put down just shy of halfway. This is the last. It's a bit messy there on the floor. Fleming involved with Marsh. Dean's done well. He's skipped away from Warren. He needs to get rid of the ball. He's got it to Cuthbertson. Probably not the man you expect to kick the ball. And Andy Gabriel collects it. Maybe Riley Dean, got to credit him in many ways. He played what he saw in front of him, but when they don't come off, it ends up you lose the territory as he's proven now.
Yeah, yes, he did. He stepped off his left foot and he just got caught by Jason Walton. But I think a positive for York is bringing Danny Washbrook on for Will Jubby. Danny Washbrook is getting his side around the park, and also Adam Cuthbertson, he's leading from the front as well.
Oh, was that a tip? It just looked to just at the very last second. Then he just went over the line. Did Joe Martin? So that's a penalty for Dewsbury. And we'll see it here. Just at the very last second, it was when Washbrook came in. Just couldn't quite control him. And look where Dewsbury start. 15 out. Chance for them now then. Ryder into Finn, and here they come, charging forward. 7 metres out. Where will they go here? It's Garrett who's just going to try and barge his way over, and he's not done a bad job in attempting it either. Brilliant carry from Garrett. Here they come again. Tackle made, closing in. Looks like they've shifted the numbers out to that right-hand side. It's a 6 again, so more pressure for York to contend with. It's with Sykes. It goes to Ryder. What can he do? He loses his footing. He looked like he was in a promising position there, and York have managed to deal with it well. Here's Walton putting the bumpers up and coming out of one tackle. Short by about a metre. It's with Liam Finn. Finn shows and goes. Tackled by Free. York defending valiantly here. Can they stop the Rams extending their lead? Here's Butterworth. It's to Sykes. Martin's in again. Didn't go for the pass this time. He's brought it back infield as Ben Jones-Bishop tries to wrap him up, but he's got away from one, and here's Fleming trying to go for the line. York have managed to slide across and make the tackle, but pressure's still on them here. Butterworth waits. It's Sykes again. Now Finn. Laid on to Garrett. So they'll put a play on now. The last. One more tackle for York to defend. One more play for Dewsbury to try and score. Beautiful hands, and Andy Gabriel goes in that right corner. It was brilliant, fluent and flowing all the way from the Rams there. Quick hands, really good scale, and Gabriel, he races into that corner.
Yes, it was an excellent try there. Unlike we said, Matt, the right-hand side for Dewsbury, both in attack and defence, it's really strong. Full credit there to Jason Walton. He got a nice ball off William Finn. He found Adam Ryder nice and early, and obviously Adam Ryder found Andy Gabriel on the right-hand side. A real good try and a real good finish.
It's really good that from Dewsbury. Walton shifted it well to Ryder, and then Ryder, he didn't have a lot of time, did he? It was a bit like the Joe Martin one. Pressure came in, they made that move into him, but he got the ball out, and some nice clean skill on show from the Rams when they're in the right areas of the field.
Yes, he is, and in that good ball set, the Rams did come down the left, and Ben Jones-Bishop, William Salt, they read the play with Martin round the back, and William Finn and Paul Sykes, they worked the right hand side, and like I said, that early ball to Jason Walton, a very clinical pass, nice and early, and coming away with points again.
So Sykes, can he extend the lead back to 8? Oh, he can. Oh, he can. That's a beauty from Paul Sykes. 14 points to 6. The Rams lead the night. They'll be really pleased. Lee Greenwood must be pleased with what he's seen from his team in large parts so far.
Oh, more than definitely. We had to come out and said before the game, just let's work the forwards, and they've done that. And I've got to give a special mention to Tom Garrett. I think he's been absolutely outstanding this first 28 minutes. He's led from the front, and also Joe Martin. The work he's doing really rewarding his team.
So takes the carry through with that kick-off again, mind. The wicked then from Kieran Dixon. Oakes with the next carry. They've struggled to put Will Oakes down as well. He's a small, stocky fella, isn't he? And they hard to tackle. This man's hard to tackle for other reasons, just because he's so strong, he's so big.
Yeah, Jason Walton, he does carry really strong and nice and direct. But we're seeing the same thing. The Will Oakes is getting in for a carry if it comes on the left-hand side. Joe Martin's doing the same. Tom Garrett, he's taking the team forward. They're putting a nice ball out to the right-hand side. So William Finn either hitting Jason Walton on the short ball to get at Ryder, or the fine Adam Ryden. The yardage sets are working very well for Dewsbury, because once again we can see Kieran Dixon taking it into the corner. Dewsbury just needs to obviously defend up, don't give any penalties or any set of 6 restarts, and hopefully they'll return the ball in a good position.
Here's Connor Wynne, evading, dodging, going a bit too close to the touchline on tackle 2, probably for James Ford's liking.
Yes, he is. Obviously, we've seen in the good ball set where Connor Wynne come down the right hand side, he run over his man a little bit. I don't know if he'll be used to playing on this size field. He's used to playing on nice and wide pitches, and obviously he just might need to push around the middle a bit more and get more joy that way.
Good defence here from Dewsbury. just about stayed in the field of players. Ryan Atkins there. Dean will kick. Goes early. Martin trying to get underneath it. Can't do. Bounce is quite favourable though. And here he comes, stepping forward. But they start on the 30. They'll be happy with that, with Dewsbury.
Yeah, they will. We can see again here, Will Oakes. He's and Joe Martin just come up with an error there. And obviously, like I say, we said it's battle of the territory, and Will Oakes has come up with the error, and it puts York in a good ball position.
Cuthbertson just barking some instructions out to his troops. Off we go. York 30 out. Anakin shot out of the line there, trying to set the ball rolling defensively with a bit of intense line speed. Washbrook at dummy half. Now Marsh. To the left they go. Clarkson brings it straight. Tackle 10 out. Not for the first time. The Rams are on their own try line. Here's Stock bringing it forward. He's tackled 5 out. Ball's come loose. Penalty. Referee was in a good position to see it. He was in a fantastic spot to see it, in fact, and gave the call nice and early. Tom Grant. More pressure incoming. Dewsbury will take confidence at the only time they've been broken down from a kick play so far.
Oh yeah, they will, and we just need to see if they can defend up their own line, like they have been. They've defended it really well, defended well for each other. But we can see now York again. They're attacking from right to left, and Dewsbury just come up with another penalty with a high tackle on Cuthbertson.
More and more pressure for York to exert here, but they need to turn it into points. Wasting little time. Atkins just going for the hard and true way. Didn't come off. This might be Stock crashing over. Try time for the Knights. Marcus Stock ran onto that ball like a steam train. Reese Butterworth could do nothing about it. The Knights, they have their second. It's 14-10.
Yeah, a good play there by York Knights. Obviously, they are just building pressure, but it comes on the back of obviously penalties from Dewsbury, and York are a quality side, and they are going to put points on the board if they are getting free sets on the Dewsbury try line, and they're showing that because obviously the first try they scored, it ran back a set of 6 restarts and also penalties, and on the second try, Dewsbury just couldn't control the cut-out pass to Marcus Stock, and he finished it well.
But an easy conversion for Kieran Dixon too. Chris Anakin comes off the field. Rapturous round of applause from the directors in the ground. He's had a very, very, very good first stint.
Yes, he has. He's been real good as Chris Anakin. He's always found his front foot. But we are seeing now, obviously, Hall and Magrin coming on for Dewsbury, so Lee Greenwood will be looking for these two to come on and lift his side and get them on the front foot, and hopefully with 8 minutes to go, put some more points on the board.
Well, 7 minutes or so to the break. It's certainly been a good contest so far. Paul Sykes lines up the restart. Off we go. Taken by Dean, and Cuthbertson, the big man, formerly of Leeds, of course, an offloading machine. Not seen much of that from him today so far.
No, we've seen one from him, but Aaron Cuthbertson, he always likes to find his front. He always gets a win, and we've just seen that in that first carry of the set. He has done that, and it puts York in a good attacking position now.
Washbrook waits at dummy half after Green's carry. Cuthbertson tipping on then to Stock. Just got that try. Managed to slow him down on the floor there, did Matty Fleming, and 3 men work the York carrier once again on that tackle. John Magrin on the field now, last tackle. Dean on halfway. Launches it high. He'll be able to hear the footsteps here. What an aerial duel that was. Dixon's got it away. That's so unlucky for Kieran Dixon. It was an unbelievable chase, unbelievable leap. And he got the offload away and waiting in the right place, the crafty old halfback Liam Finn. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Liam come up with the right play there. But Kieran Dixon challenged for the ball, but we can see now Reece Butterworth getting his side on the front foot, and hopefully Hall and Magrin can replicate what Chris Anakin did in the first 35 minutes and keep his team on the front foot.
Still going. It's a good carry. It's a really good carry there from Will Oakes again. Impressed with him as Walton brings it forward. Tackled 20 out. Last tackle for Dewsbury. It's with Finn. Crossfield, not the highest. It's one that Matty Marsh just looked like he was going to hesitate and leave that for a split second, and in the end did well to take it.
Yeah, I think you were expecting Ben Jones-Bishop's coming for that, but Matty Marsh took it well, and Dewsbury finished the set in the right area of the field. And I know we keep mentioning it, but hopefully they won't give any penalties away, and they can obviously defend the set well and come away with the ball in the right area.
Garrett involved again. Played the full game so far. Dixon doing some work down the middle for York. Now Win. Almost up to halfway now. The Knights. Well, here's the last tackle though. They're pleading for a knock on there as Dean goes for the kick and chase. Again, it wasn't really on, was it? And again, on a pitch like this, you just play that territory battle.
Yes, you do, and you just put it into the corner, and like I said, it gives Dewsbury now, I'm sure, the back three. Andy Gabriel are getting, and we can see Magrin leading from the front here. But I've been really impressed with Kieran Dixon coming out of York's own half. He's really got a side on the front foot, and he's either winning the set 6 restart or he's putting his team in a good position.
Well, we'll say for Riley is I love his confidence, his ability just to see what he play what he sees, and he does it so instinctively. And it doesn't always come off, but it's good to watch.
Yes, it is. We've seen on a couple of sets before he went off his left foot. He tried to beat the man. He just got caught, come away with the offload, and then he went over the chip over the top, and it was collected by Andy Gabriel.
Another good take from Dixon there, and Jones Bishop will try and put his side on the front foot, but Butterworth and Garrett are having none of it. Good hit there.
Yeah, good defence, and
there's the penalty. Just keep that would be one critique of Dewsbury so far, that there's just been too many penalties.
Yes, they have, and when they are in a good ball position, the shape's really good, and they are putting on the points on the ball like I can see, but they're just coming up with the silly errors, and I'm sure Lee Greenwood will pick it up. So they're just putting more pressure on themselves, and we can see York now, Danny Washbrook, Adam Cuthbertson leading his team from the front, and they just need to defend up their own line now, but they are shooting themselves in the foot and just giving away silly penalties.
York then looking to take the lead before half time. It's yet another penalty. More pressure again, and it is just it's just becoming all too much now, and Paul Sykes is going to be pulled for a word with Tom Grant.
You've got to keep quiet or I'll be going.
Will Oakes looks to be arguing with the ref. I'm not sure what that's all about. They're going to go for 2. Yes, they are. They're going to go square this game up heading into the break.
Yeah, I think it's the right call, but like I said, Matt Dewsbury haven't been their own worst enemies at time, and all it comes down to is just giving away the penalties, because if they didn't give away the penalties, York wouldn't be in this attacking position.
Yeah, they've.
Then you know, Tom, I've got 2 minutes.
And I know they'll be frustrated, but I don't think you could really argue with the penalties in the 60 games that have been given. They seem legitimate to me. They just letting themselves down.
No, you couldn't, like I say, that'll be the message from Lee Greenwood at half time. It'd be a simple message really. Just say, fellas, that's what we're doing. We're just giving away silly penalties, and York are turning the ball from their own 20, and they are getting into Dewsbury's 20 in a good ball position, and that's where they're getting the points from. We can see now that Dewsbury have introduced Sam Day, Reece Butterworth. He's been really good this half, both in attacking defence, his distribution, but as we know from Sam Day, he always brings an attacking threat around the ruck, and hopefully we'll be able to build on back what Dewsbury have already done.
Well, not much time left to play, probably 30 seconds, a minute, something like that before we're done for the first 40. And they'll come forward here then with Green. Into the very, very closing stages of this first half. Carry from Cuthbertson. Oh, look at that. Look at the intensity on that. 5 of them in there on Cuthbertson, letting him know that they're here to play. They're not messing around the rounds.
Yes, it was. I don't know. The past couple of weeks has been outstanding, and Garrett's still out there. He's had a great 40 minutes. Dewsbury just hoping to complete this defensive set. Half time not too long around the corner, and hopefully not come up with any penalties or set of 6 restarts and getting at half time.
Washbrook, there was a lovely offload there, and here they come with Kermond, who's got 3. It's an unfortunate call for the Knights. It's been given forward, as it was lovely from Kermond. He'd done very well to get his nose through and land that offload.
Yes, it was. Obviously, we mentioned about Cuthbertson and Danny Washbrook. I do think that they've been the difference in the 20 minutes, the last 20 minutes of the first half of really.
40 minutes, all square, 14 all. Second half, Humdinger in store, 1 hopes. Well, there's a good start to it. Big hit there, Walton involved. And I think we can expect to see a lot of that in this second half.
Yes, we can. Like I say, I think James Ford would have said to his side he was disappointed with that first half, and he'll really want a reaction in the first 20-25 minutes, and he'll be expecting his side to see the game out. But on the flip side, Dewsbury, as we know, they'll dig in there for 80 minutes for each other, and we've seen that in the first half.
Kermond coming forward. He's tackled just shy of halfway. Cuthbertson is next. Still going. Over halfway now. Comes into Riley Dean. Plenty of time to hoist that one high. Tester for Gabriel. He's dropped it. That's a big mistake from Andy Gabriel. He's been safe as houses all evening. He'll be disappointed to drop that one.
Yes, he will be. Obviously, the first attacking set in the second half. He comes up with there, and he puts York in a good attacking position, and they'll be hoping they'll be able to come off on the back of it with points.
So, York looking for the lead for the first time in this game. Not being ahead yet, but they've got a brilliant chance early doors in. It looks like they may have some numbers on this side. Win out to Kieran Dixon, and he makes it into the corner. Had the pace. It looked dangerous and ominous for Dewsbury from the very start of that coming out of the ruck. It just looked like York had the numbers, and it proved to be the case. They're ahead. It's 18-14 to York.
Yes, it's a great half great start to the second half from York, and a reaction what were expected from James Ford. But we can see Marsh going close to the line, Riley playing nice and direct, finding Conowin round the back, but just on there defensively, Andy Gabriel, he has come in a little bit, and obviously he's left it Kieran Dixon to go on the outside of him, and he's done that. It was a very good finish.
So Dixon will look to turn 4 into 6 here. Not the easiest of conversions, this one. It don't get much harder, in truth. And it'll be awkward for Dixon because he has a really long run up, but he's not afforded it because of the fencing. So he's going to have to slightly adapt his kicking style here. Kieran Dixon, can he adapt well enough? Taking his time. He'll glance at the sticks. I tell you what, he's absolutely nailed it. I never doubted you, I promise, Kieran.
Yeah, it was a great kick, and obviously he finishes off his 4 points and converts it into 6. Like I say, a good start to the half from York, and the message from the players, especially the senior players, Cuthbertson and Danny Washbrook out there, they'll be saying, "Come on, fellas, let's turn the screw now and let's play at the right area of the field and get some points on the board.
And as for Lee Greenwood, he'll be tearing his hair out because they'll have said it'll have been penalties, won't it? That'll be the big issue. But then they come up with a really uncharacteristic error and just put them on the back foot straight away. And they've spent too much time on the back foot. And James Green there is a tall man, isn't he? He did well to get down for that one. I thought he was going to drop it.
Yes, he took that very well, James Green, and it was a good carry on the back of the pickup. And like I said, Dewsbury now they need to get back into the arm wrestle, try and win possession back, and not come up with penalties.
Here they come again with Stock taking the latest carry. Next up is James Green. Ball's gone to ground, but gone backwards. So Dean into Cuthbertson. He's found a gap, and Dean's in support. Dean skies through. In the end, he's wrapped up by Jason Walton. But the Knights looking dangerous here at present. Next up is Washbrook. Struggled to put him to the floor. And he ends up landing on someone. Day in the end. Last tackle. Here is Dean. Got the time to line the kick up. It's too long, though. Too long from Riley Dean this time. Just his radar off a little bit then.
Yes, it was. It was a poor fifth tackle kick then by Riley Dean, and Will Oakes now is getting in for a carry. And like I say, hopefully he can get his side on the front foot.
Dewsbury. You might be able to hear some of the directors below is not happy with the lack of penalty given to Dewsbury there. Good carry from Walton, but equally good defence as well to stop him making any further headway. Next carry comes in from Hall. Might have by a penalty and having a word with the referee. I think he might have played up for that one a little bit. Here they come once again with Windrow. They're making some steady progress here, the Rams, as Magrin brings it forward, gets the arm out, back pedals towards that line. 20 out here, Dewsbury on the last, looking to bring this game back level. Finn will just dink it into that corner. Gabriel will bat it in field. Who will come away with it? Liam Finn. It's gone backwards. Martin scrambling, having a look. What can he come up with here? Wins dropped it backwards and comes away well. Bit frantic, not textbook, but Dewsbury playing a bit ad-lib there and asking some questions of the York defence.
Yes, there was a kick by Liam Finn there, and obviously it got juggled in the air by Andy Gabriel. Like we've seen in the past few games, he does collect them and he gets over the try line. Like I said, a bit of fun in between 2 or 3 players. But Dewsbury just need to try and win the ball back, have a good defensive set, and try and force an error.
Washbrook behind Cuthbertson at the play of the ball, and Stock, he brings it forward with a nice firm carry of his own there. Comes to Dean, steps off that left foot and gets a right foot kick away for Martin. Safe under the high ball. Spins it to Oakes. I tell you what, Will Oakes has been brilliant. In back play like that, Will Oakes has been fantastic for Dewsbury.
Yes, he has. He's taken a lot of pressure off his forwards and he's got his team on the front foot. And can see the same here with Andy Gabriel, but I just think we need to see a little bit more from Adam Ryder, because like I say, he's a big strike player for Dewsbury, and we haven't seen him obviously have his hands on the ball as much, and hopefully we can see more of that in the second half.
They're making good progress. Well, here he is. Maybe he's heard you, Jonathan. He's bringing it forward there. Atkins trying to wrap his legs on. He just keeps pounding away. Still no set restart. You know what they're looking for. Sykes comes onto it with a bit of pace. Here is oh, lovely. That's so unlucky. That's so unlucky for Dewsbury, because he'd done so well to get some space down that side, and then the pass just couldn't stick.
No, it couldn't, but on that were a good attacking set there by Finn, obviously putting 2 crosses on and finding Sykes, and Sykes finding the play around the back. But the 2 or 3 sets before, the Dewsbury just playing too far away from the line. It's just easy for York to read, and both the halves, they need to be more direct and play at the line and try and open some gaps for the York defence.
Got a big call here though of the Rams, because it's actually been given as a knockdown, and they may get a score in the end. It comes down, Gabriel will go in, but that ball's gone forward and that's a wasted opportunity.
Yes, it is, and obviously the defence, they got out at William Finn, obviously put a bit of pressure on him, but the play that they're doing there, they scored off it in the first half with Joe Martin around the back, and obviously finding the Matt for him to score. They tried that there again, and the York defence worked hard from the inside, shut down William Finn, and Joe Martin just come up with just a poor pass on the end of it.
Now York tasked with coming up the field, but that's a good response from Dewsbury after that mistake there, bringing the carry forward. They look to restrict what he can do there. Oh, Tom Grant, he went to his whistle, he was going to give knock on and then waved it away, and now Dixon's bringing it forward, but forward pass given. And well, the directors and whoever else are becoming more and more vocal here, trying to get a call for the Rams.
Yes, I think Tom Grant, he missed that knock on there, and the play after the forward pass, I think he has called it back for a forward pass, but maybe he made a little mistake just on the knock on there. But Dewsbury now, the 30 yard out from the York line, and like I said, just going back to the halfbacks, they need to be more direct. And on the left hand side, Paul Sykes needs to maybe have a look at using Dane Windrow a bit more on the short ball. They seem to be going around the back. They need to just show a bit more attacking options by maybe hitting the short leads. The back rowers in Dane Windrow, Jason Walton are both strong players, and if they are given early ball and hit the right lines, I'm sure they'll get plenty of success.
Penalty for offside. Get some ironic cheers from the people below us. But this is now a fantastic opportunity for Dewsbury, looking to bring this game level. Magrin onto the ball with pace. He's going very close. Clarkson just does enough there. It's a big carry. Crash play into Hall. He's got it down. He's smuggled it over the line. What a cheeky play that was from Aaron Hall. They looked like they'd wrapped him up, and he just got that arm free and planted it on the line. It was far from textbook, but it was very, very clever from Aaron Hall, and the Rams are going to be level.
Yeah, a very good try there. I think it was either Sam Day, he'd either go on his own, nice and cheeky from the hooker position, but he looked up, he seen Aaron Hall obviously crashing over it. He does really well to get the ball down there, and we can see that on the replays. He's grounded it, and a very good try, a good reaction from Dewsbury. They just need to deal with the kick-off and complete the next set.
I think you could see the look on the York players' faces when they realised the ref was going back to award the trial. What's happened? A bit dumbfounded by it all. Well, fair play to Aaron Hall.
Yeah, we're like I say, a great finish, but it just comes on back of obviously penalties, and 2 or 3 penalties there York have given away, and Dewsbury come away and got points on the board.
And Sykes with the opportunity to bring it all square. What a game this has been. What a game this has been so far, and we've still got about half an hour to enjoy. Sykes to level it, and he does. 20-20. All to play for.
Yeah, we've got, like I say, Mark, we've got a good 29 minutes left. I think this game could go either way. Where they're going, because they are putting points on the board when they are getting the right area of the field, but they've got to earn the right to get there, both in attack and defence, and whichever team does that, they want to come out on top.
Dixon with the kick, a bit more height on that one, collected by Sykes, and here come the Rams. There is an ever so slight slope here, isn't there? And Dewsbury, it's almost corner to corner rather than straight down.
Yes, it is. It's the corner to corner, like you say, Matt, and Dewsbury know how to play their own ground, and I'm sure they'll be looking to do that tonight. Sam Day around the ruck, he'll be looking to speed it up and get his team on the front foot, working around the short sides and being nice and deceptive around the ruck. We've got Jason Walton here, running over obviously Riley Dean and looking to get to an end of a set.
Dewsbury with Garrett played enormous minutes as well.
Yes, he has. He's played really well as Tom Garrett, and Aaron Hall is he's come off the bench and he's backed his performance as well, and they're both complementing each other very well out there.
Dixon with the carry, but look at the response from Dewsbury. Look at the response from Dewsbury. Absolutely brilliant from the Rams. They force a goal line dropout. Poor Kieran Dixon didn't have a prayer there.
No, he didn't. He struggled to get out there, but like we've said, it's Dewsbury, they'll never give up, and once the game starts going their way, they will look to obviously get some more tries and more points.
Strong first contact from Martin and then helped by Finn. They'll be delighted with that. That's the sort of thing a coach absolutely loves to see from his team.
Yes, definitely. Come on the back of the good work from Sam Day. Nice and deceptive round the ruck. And like I say, they've come away with that.
Have some of that. James Green and Chris Clarkson on Aaron Hall. 3 behemoths all coming together, but now it's a penalty for the Rams.
Yeah, a great carry there by Aaron Hall. I think Chris Clarkson has caught a stinger maybe on his quad, it looks like, and it looks like he was struggling out there. But Dewsbury again, they're working on the back of York's penalties, and like I say, just need to be clinical in good ball.
Had a bit of a word with each other there, did Hall and Clarkson. Not sure what went down. Keep an eye on that one. I think Clarkson were telling him to come run at him again, for he was giving the finger. Come on then, bring it on. That's another good carry. Garrett again. He's been really good. Sam Day waits. Can the Rams get their lead back? Magrin goes back towards the middle. It's been a handful. He's going to get a quick play of the ball here. It's what Sam Day wants. I've no idea what happened there, and he crashes over, but it's a knock-on. And he was almost the victim of his own success there, John Magrin. He'd found his front. He'd done exactly what he wanted. He knew the quick play of the ball would allow Sam Day out, and he just didn't play it correctly.
No, he didn't. He got caught there in Marcus Stock's feet, and I don't know, maybe that could have been a penalty. I think York had got away lucky there, but Sam Day, he had a look there. I think he would have been going on his own to try and get some points on, but William Finney had a good attacking shape upset on the right hand side, and I think that Paul Sykes and William Finn, they need to use the back rows at the line, and I'm sure if the back rows get nice service, they will put holes through the York defence.
A bit of a pause as Adam Cuthbertson receives some treatment. James Green off. Baldwinson back on.
Yeah, Jordan Baldwinson, the first one to come on from out of himself and Ronan Dixon. I'm sure the message from our time from James Ford has said he needs better second half from both of those players, and let's see what Jordan brings.
Oh, that was surely a tip. How on earth has that not been pulled up? Magrin comes out of the line. It's getting fiery and feisty. Love this. Adam Cuthbertson's still suffering in back play, by the way. Still getting treatment. I think he's coming off, Adam Cuthbertson, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he don't look in a good way, but like I said, Danny Walsh, we can see him here trying to get his. Oh, Aaron Hall. He's gonna run. He thinks that this shouldn't be a knock on, but whether it was the first knock on or not, I'm not quite sure. I'd have to watch it back. He's not happy with the call. Well, it's going to be York head and feed, so they're going to get a full set from halfway, and that's a good position to be in on this pitch. Yes, it definitely is, and like I say, Jordan Baldwinson carrying now. He needs to get his team, and he needs to be better in this second spell that it's come out for, and get his team on the front foot, and obviously get on with Adam Cuthbertson and Marcus Stocks, who in the first half real led from the front.
Don't think Adam Cuthbertson's too injured off that carry. Good bust and an offload.
He is now. He looks like he's struggling now.
Yeah, he's coming off. He's a bit peculiar that to take a carry and carry so well, but Yusuf Aiden will take his place. That'll be a concern for York. And they'll be happy if they can score here, and that's where Dean is good. That's where Riley Dean is good, and he's also close to scoring. Last ditch defending, and there's a Dewsbury man who's
it's Joe Martin. I think his arm there looks like he's struggling with his arm. He's not in the defensive line, but like we've seen there from the half-back Riley Dean, he has tried it 2 or 3 times now in the game, and I'm sure he'll keep looking for his opportunity to get his nose through.
Marsh to Kerman. Kerman strong. He's held up.
Excellent defence there by Dewsbury, especially with Joe Line not in the line. He's down in back play on the 10-yard line, and Dewsbury defended there two tackles with 12 men.
Fleming, who going up against the bigger man, he just had to get underneath him, didn't he? And he did a very good job of and prevent him doing any further damage. And we're going to see the introduction of Keenan Tomlinson here. Who's he coming on for? They'll need to know if Joe Martin's all right first and foremost.
Yeah, maybe it looks like Joe Martin's coming off and Keenan Tomlinson's coming on. Maybe put Matt Foreman at fullback and Keenan Tomlinson into the left-hand side centre.
You're right. What are they saying? I think did a thumb just go up? I think he's going to be okay. Doesn't look particularly happy with it, does Joe Martin?
Put there, mate.
They're strapping somebody else up as well.
Yeah.
Well, he's getting some strapping. Patch him up, get him ready to go.
Mate, just give that one to the guy, please.
Still waiting here for Joe Martin to. I think is Paul Sykes now getting a HIA, is he? All sorts, they're all going down.
Yeah,
walking wounded.
He's receiving some treatment. It's Paul Sykes.
That's blood now, that's why.
York will be looking up with here to they are set up to attack from right to left, and maybe they'll look at Conowin to attack down this left hand side and use Chris Clarkson, Riley Dean, and obviously Ryan Atkins and Kieran Dixon.
They're ready after a long old pause there. Here come York again. Had that breather of Dewsbury to get ready for another barrage of attack. Marsh onto Dean. Lovely quick pass there, and here they come. Here comes Conowin, offload, and they're in. It's Matty Marsh who dives in under the sticks. Kept the ball alive superbly there, did the Knights, and eventually they get the score. They lead 24 points to 20.
Yes, it were a great attacking play from the right to left, and it involved all the three players. It involved Riley Dean, Conowin, and Marsh to finish off. Matty Marsh to finish the try off under the post, and they all just push with each other from both the inside and the outside. There were options to the left with Ryan Atkins and Kieran Dixon, and also Chris Clarkson in the second row. But they put a nice play on the inside, and Matty Marsh were up there pushing.
They just threw something a little bit different there at them, didn't they? And they've caught them out. It was a beautiful pass from Clarkson first and foremost to get it onto, was it to Aiding, and then into Marsh for the finish.
Yes, it were a well worked collective try. And maybe James Ford may be pointing out, maybe in the last 20 minutes Dewsbury may tire in the middle. Obviously, Tom Garrett and Aaron Alder. They are putting the hard yards in there, but maybe with Danny Washbrook around the brook, Riley Dean playing off his left, Conowin in the middle, maybe that's where he can see might get plenty of joy.
Magrin's come off, and Hall, and Anakin is on, and Beckett as well. Sykes getting ready. Here we go. We've got about 20 minutes to play. The ball's being allowed to bounce. And York breathe a sigh of relief.
Both of the kickers this week, they must have been trying the spiral kickoffs for the small pitch, and but Jordan Baldwinson there took the ball well and he carried well.
Atkins bringing it forward there. Oh, he's knocked it on. He's knocked it on. Ryan Atkins, one of the most experienced men on the field, coming up with a crucial error at a crucial time. Let's have a watch of it. He'd done well with the carry, and then he just didn't play it right, did he?
No, I think Ryan Atkins, I think he were playing for a penalty or set a restart, and obviously it's cost his team really, because Dewsbury now they're 17 yards out from the try line. Chris Anakin's knocked on, and obviously York are going to get the ball back.
And Danny Washbrook couldn't wait to get in the face of Chris Anakin there and have a word with him. Yeah, I can see this game exploding soon.
Yes, I can. Just going back to the Ryan Atkins error there, and I think it were clear to see that he were trying to win a penalty, and like I say, I think that's happening more in the game now, and they're trying to get penalties and trying to test the referees. But I think it's just something that needs to be looked at, and obviously the players are trying to win a penalty by playing like that. The opposition team get a penalty on the back of it.
It's a thankless task being a referee in this game, more than because there's so much you have to watch out for, especially around the ruck now. It's a nightmare for them. They have my deepest sympathy.
Oh yes, it must be, and full credit to the referees and even the touch judges, but also the fourth officials on the sideline. They've all got a job to do, and like everyone does, they do the job to the best of their ability. And whatever they see live, that's the call that they'll go with.
Dean onto Clarkson, steps inside one, brought down by another in Day. Last tackle, time for Dean again. To that corner he goes, looking for Ben Jones-Bishop, comes down with it, gets it to Salter. Salter still going. Fleming does really well to stop him getting over for what could well have been the match winner.
Yes, it could have been. Dewsbury there, the winger, played a smart player there just by letting Ben Jones-Bishop gather the kick, and like Ben Jones-Bishop does, he throws it back and throws to his centre like Salter, but Salter just couldn't get over the line. Good defence by Dewsbury, and we can see him now, Adam Ryder, trying to get his side out of their own 20, which he has done. It took 2 or 3 men to get him down. He's still going, and
left the markers as well. Day can come out. Nice start to this set for Dewsbury. Looks like Dixon's getting ready to come back on here for York. Dewsbury almost up to halfway. Up to his feet there is Gabriel. Sykes with ball in hand, shows 2 passes, delivers neither, gives it to Finn. Walton was looking to get his arm free for an offload, but York wrap him up well. Last tackle. Here is Liam Finn. High kick, another tester for win. Gabriel's chasing hard. He's there, stops him on his 10, and we're back in the arm wrestle once again.
Yes, another good end to the set by Liam Finn. Connor Wynn took it really well. Nice tackle by Andy Gabriel. Dewsbury looking now, trying to force an error from York, and hopefully not give any penalties away. And if they receive the ball in the right position, hopefully they'll receive the kick and they'll be in a good ball position to attack.
Good carry from Atkins. Ran with some venom there. Next up is Dixon. Stumbles into the tackle. Still electrifyingly quick. Washbrook, oh, he's hurt. He's Dixon, is he? Or is he just
maybe playing for that penalty again there, Matt? But like I say, it's a good defensive set by Dewsbury. They have made the change. They have put Matty Fleming to fullback. Keenan Dixon's gone into the left centre with Joe Martin coming off.
Huge kick there from Matty Marsh, and it put Gabriel under all sorts of pressure. And in the end, it's meant that after kicking in a fairly unfavourable position, York have Dewsbury where they want them now.
Yeah, they do. York, the game seems to be turning the way York, and also Washbrook as well. He's jumping out there, and they are finishing the right areas of the field, and a strong carry there by Jason Walton. Offload to Sam Day, and Keenan Thompson, he gets his first touch of ball on left hand side.
Walton stayed down after a hit from Ronan Dixon there. Looks a bit hurt, it's a bit messy on the floor. Walton getting to his feet. Well, he's not actually, he's struggling there, is Jason Walton. On halfway on the last. Day and Sykes this time. It's a shallow one, he'll have to come away for it. Well, Dixon does well. Skips and dances and jives his way forward, and now we have a pause in play as Jason Walton continues to receive that treatment.
Yeah, Jason Walton, where he won't like to come off, he's a very competitive player. He wants to stay out there and try and get the job done for his teammates. But I think now York, they are relying on the back three, the back five, Kieran Dixon, Ben Jones-Bishop getting in there, Connor Wynn to work around the ruck, because I do think that Dewsbury are getting a bit tired around the area.
Well, Tom Garrett's coming off with a HIA. John Magrin coming back on. Yeah, just starting to get a little wounded, aren't they, Dewsbury? You just fear for them. I need to put your thinking cap on, by the way, because I'll be asking you for your OurLeague man of the match in about 10 minutes' time. Plenty of candidates today, I'd say.
Yes, he is from both teams. We've seen a great first 65 minutes, and it's going to be an exciting 15 minutes.
I agree entirely. Could we be on for the second draw of the week? Who knows? Could well be the case. A grunt there as Baldwinson and Magrin collide. Washbrook is waiting, dummy half. Now it's Ronan Dixon picking out Sam Day, running and then reversing. They're only 30 out here, down the blind side they go. Oh, lovely run from Salter. Marsh picked him out really well. It's good defence, it's solid defence from Sykes and from Tomlinson there. Down the blind side, are they going to chance their arm? It's good defence again from the Rams.
Yeah, that's two good players there in that good ball set. Danny Washbrook again being smart from the half. Matty Marsh realising there he had a 4-on-3, and Sam Day had to work hard at the marker from the inside to cut down that 4-on-3. So it ended up being a 4-on-4 down the right hand side. Then Danny Washbrook again on the last play, just turned it over. You don't always have to put a kick in because the kick can lead to 7 tackles, and it was a smart play there by Danny Washbrook.
You just get the impression that maybe York are tiring a little bit, that they're being split at marker a lot, aren't they, with Dewsbury bringing it forward. Ryder's been pretty good at doing that in the last couple of sets, and Sam Day's jumping out and making some easy meters. I wonder if we'll see Butterworth back on for the closing stages.
Yes, I think we will, and it's both sides really. They're both playing the similar game, and they're just waiting for that error to come up, and if the error comes up in a good ball position, both teams will be looking to put points on the board.
Finn with a kick. A tester for Wynn comes up with the answer. He's a good young player, isn't he, Conor?
Yes, he's got more into the game in the second half, and he'll be expecting, and James Ford would have told him that the Dewsbury forwards will tire, and that's where he'll come into the game in and around the ruck and get plenty of joy out of it.
Liam Finn in the tackle there with Dixon to share a word. Anakin with coming in third man, giving Ben Jones-Bishop a whack there for his troubles. Nice late feet there from the York man, Salter, to just get his nose through. Here's Aiden, another young man that we're seeing get some much needed experience at this level.
Yeah, Yusuf is carried really well today, and like you say, Matt, the experience playing the championship against men, obviously not playing in the under-19s. I'm sure Chris Chester will be keeping a look on him. Also Dame Windrow in the back row for Dewsbury, because hopefully they'll play well for York and Dewsbury, maybe get an opportunity in the Wakefield Trinity side.
Yep, couldn't agree more. It's good to see. It's good to see here. Here comes Ryder with a leg drive. I can hear Bart down from the sidelines there. They're not quite making the meters they need to make here though, Dewsbury. It's been a pretty solid defensive set from York.
Yes, as from York, and I think Dewsbury these last 12 minutes they need Sykes and Finn to guide the forwards around the park and play on the front foot. They are coming to Jason Walton and Adam Ryder down the front hand side, but they're not getting much joy because they're just getting the ball too early from the line, and York are just reading the play nice and early.
Sliced kick, Walton's dropped that ball, and then it'll be offside to make matters worse for Dewsbury. Walton had time there. He could have maybe just needed to realise he had more time and more space than he thought.
Yes, he does. He seemed to jump before obviously the ball actually come down, and like I said, just in an offside position there. Dewsbury have come up with an error. The kick will put York in a good attacking position, and I'm sure James Ford will message we need to kill the game off and maybe take a 10-point, 12-point lead.
We've got about 12 minutes left, if you are wondering. Washbrook waits at dummy half. Clarkson felt the effects of that tackle. Aiden again brings it forward. He's been knocked back by a couple. Are we at a stage where York start thinking about a 1 point?
Yes, potentially, Matt, but I'm sure James Foley's got confidence with his spine out there. Danny Washbrook, you can see they're playing out at ruck nice now. Matty Marsh on the right hand side.
Well, there's a penalty here. I saw Sam Day go down, so something went off away from the ball there. I wonder if we can just catch it. Oh, that's a bit. That's a bit. Yeah, that's
Ronan Dixon doing his role, which he should be, just running a nice line with Matty Marsh around the back, and just a bit of interference with Sam Day. I don't really think that were a penalty, and they've been hard done by there of York.
Rugby league is a contact sport. I'm afraid those things happen, and I think Sam Day made a meal of it as well. Let's say that. Indeed, it was a bit of good fortune for Dewsbury. They'll look to get in position to. They've not really been down this end of the field for a while, Dewsbury, so they're hoping to make the most of it. And here is Will Oakes, which falls into that tackle. Will Oakes lost his footing in the wrong time. Will come to Finn. Runs to the line deep, into Walton, hands off one. Has he got the power to get over the line? It's really good fullback play from Connor Wynn. Where will they go here? It comes to Finn. Finn tips it on, offload away back to Finn. They're keeping the ball alive. What can Sykes come up with here? Still on the last. Ryder gets on the ball. He's just going to carry it forward and take the tackle in the end. York survive.
Yeah, we've been calling that for Liam Finn to do that. You can see there, Matt, he went nice and hard, he went nice and direct to the line, brought two defenders to him, he hit Jason Walton on a short lead, and Jason Walton, he got his nose through and just got held up just short of the line.
Dixon, here he comes. Oh, here he comes. The only problem is he's run about 40 metres there. It's all sideways. And now he might be going out of play. Oh, he's just stayed in. Just stayed in. Hearts in mouths there for York. Aiden. You just feel there's something else going to happen in this game. Not sure which way it will go, but I feel like there's another twist of sorts here. Good carry from Jones Bishop. Getting his team forward. Wynn tries to split the markers, but can't get through them. Washbrook waits at dummy half, and Atkins will bring it forward. Just testing those middles now, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Connor Wynn getting involved. He's got his hands up on the ball again here to the left-hand side, and Ben Jones Bishop there on the second play. Kieran Dixon trying to get his team on the front foot, and they just look to complete the set. They maybe put the ball out into touch, and just take control of the game.
Marsh happy just to kick long. They want the chase to be good. Fleming just hesitated, didn't he, at the last minute, and readjusted well, to be fair to him.
Yes, he did. A good carry there from Matt Fleming, and the back five now, they need to work hard, and Adam Ryder there took the first carry, and Andy Gabriel needs to maybe get some carries. Jason Walton again down this right hand side and looking to target Riley Dean, and that's what they've done most of the game, and like I said, just need to keep working and hopefully they'll come up with the points.
And they've got the ball to Tomlinson, who saw a little chink in the armour there. It was shored up well by York. It's with Anakin. Anakin will run it himself. His head whips back there as he goes into that collision. They're on the 40. Last tackle. Comes to Finn Magrin's in the way. What's John Magrin doing then? Finn will try and get on the outside and has to kick it. And Finn and Clarkson are going at each other on the floor. Not sure what that's all about. Anyway.
Yeah, so but we're a poor end of a set there by Dewsbury. By obviously Liam Finney tried to beat his man, tried to beat Clarkson, but he didn't come up with that. And York, really, they'll be happy with that defensive set because there's just over 5 minutes left on the clock, and they'll take a set and try and pin it in the corner, or even put the ball into touch and play the game at their pace.
It was a bit poor from Magrin, wasn't he? Really, he was just in the way.
Yes, it was very disjointed, and like I said, give York the possession instead of Dewsbury coming away with a high note finish, and maybe York coming up with error, and they haven't done it. York are now in obviously a good ball position.
Washbrook waits at dummy half. Aiden brings it forward. just feel there's a little bit more energy in this York team at the minute, going into the final 6 or so minutes. Next tackle comes in. Will they go for the one this time? Good tackle, really good from Sam Dave. Launched out and made himself big. I think they are lining up for the one. Here is Riley Dean. No, he's jumped out. He's juggled the ball. He's still going. He's flung it into Connor Wynn. Now it's Matty Marsh. Is he going for the drop goal? No, he just puts it into the corner. It's good play there. They've done well. Fleming comes across, leaps high. Takes it 10 out. They went for the drop goal. He just didn't quite come off them.
Yes, they did. And like I said, Dewsbury back in attack now. And Adam Ryder needs to get involved. The Keenan Thomas, and he just come on, and we can see Andy Gabriel trying to get his team a quick play of the ball, and he has done that. So the Dewsbury forward Jason Walton is running hard onto the ball, and they're just over the halfway line.
Tremendous effort there from Chris Clarkson from Marker, by the way. He knew that they were going to go for Dean, and he worked so hard from Marker to make the tackle down low and make it easy for his man. Here is Ryder getting involved. Atkins is all over him. Eventually brings him down, but this has been a good set from Dewsbury. What can they put on at the end of it? Finn will give the ball on to Anakin, and here's Sykes. Oh, he's hit a man. And again, last play. It's not fluent for Dewsbury.
No, it's not. That's the second consecutive last plays they've come up with poor options. William Finn firstly down the right hand side with a kick, and also Liam Sykes there just hitting the player with the ball. And Yorker, like I said, the just more over the halfway line now, and with 3.5 minutes to play, James Ford's message will be just complete the sets and like I said, just take control of the game.
So at this point, well, let's just watch the end of this set, and I'll ask you for man of the match, but we'll see what Dixon does. He's gone through, gets the offload away. Marsh is going to back himself. He's going for the corner, and he'll win it for York. It's a brilliant finish from Matty Marsh, and York secure a big victory after this attritional, brutal game. It's Dewsbury 20, York 30.
Yeah, that were and it was an outstanding try, and we could see it coming. Really, I think Dewsbury the last 10 minutes have lost that bit of direction from both the halfbacks with the last play option. But what a great try again! It were Kieran Dixon, who's been excellent for York today, getting them on the front foot. Then Matty Marsh just pushing. He beat Matt Fleming around the back and finished the try off nice.
So then, it would appear that the game is won. I say appear. I must ask you for your man of the match. Yeah. Who's it going to?
Man of the match, I've got to give it to Danny Washbrook. I think he's been absolutely outstanding since he come on the game, come into the game. He's just shown his experience. He's guided his team around the field, especially with Alan Cuthbertson, and he's really guided his team around the park. And all his players have jumped on the same page as Danny Washbrook, and like I say, they've come away with the win.
So, Danny Washbrook of York is our league man of the match. Interchange Hooker taking the award. As you said, there were several nominations from both teams. I think there's been some brilliant individual performances across both teams tonight.
Yes, he has. Kieran Dixon, he's been very well. He's played very well. Connor Wynn in the second half has come more into the game. Chris Clarkson as well, he's been good. But from York's point of view, James Ford, he'll be happy with the second half. He'd have asked for a reaction from his players, and he has got that, and he'll always know it's a tough place to come into Dewsbury, and they put an hard-working performance in.
Short kick-off, all or nothing now for Dewsbury. Can they come down with it? It's hit Matty Fleming on the head, and we're off. So they have it back. They are in last chance saloon now, Dewsbury. They need something now if they're going to come up with a fight back. What do you reckon? 90 seconds left, approximately.
We've seen it happen before, but I just think it will be too much to ask. Maybe if they did finish the sets better and with better high note finishes, but Dewsbury haven't done that tonight.
Sykes is caught with a ball. Oh, he's got it away very well. Oh, he's given a knock on. Well, I thought he'd done very well to get that ball away, actually, Paul Sykes. But the referee disagreed. Let's have a look at it on the replay. It's a good tackle from Jones Bishop. I just think it's an offload, that.
Yeah, it is. But obviously, Paul Sykes, it looks like he's he's in 2 or 3 minds what to do with ball. He's always showing that inside pass, like the play set up in the first half for Joe Martin. But York seem to have read that now. They seem to be working hard on inside on Paul Sykes, and he seems to be in 2 or 3 minds and just coming up with the wrong players.
Into the final minute we go, and look, defeat for Dewsbury tonight. I think we can pretty much confirm that now, but there's plenty of reason, and there will be plenty of positives, I would think, for Lee Greenwood.
Yes, there will be, and Shawley knows where his team have looked to go wrong here, because they have had opportunities. I just think the last tackle options haven't been the best, and it's something they need to work on.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's a fair assessment of their pitfalls this evening, but they've more than played the part in a really, really good contest. I've enjoyed watching this one. I hope you all have at home too. You're maybe looking to add a little more gloss as Dixon with the strong carry there. Which way are they going here? It's going to go to Atkins. They'll just take it down the middle. Still going, still pumping the legs, and still, now it's the last. It goes to Matty Marsh, who just hammers it out. Boring as you like, but that'll do for them at this stage.
Yes, it will. It's a smart play, and we're into injury time, and like I said, York have played really well in the second half, and they've probably done what James Falls asked them to do in the second half, and they've come away with a win.
Walton still going. He's had a good game, hasn't he, Jason Walton? He's really run that ball hard and caused some issues for them. It's good to see him back on a field after all the injuries he's had.
Yes, definitely. Jason has been out for 2.5 years now, and he always brings a strong carrier, both in obviously in attack and defensively. He's very strong as well, and he just needs that ball nice and early, like we showed when he got the ball off William Finn, when he went nice and hard and direct, and he got through the line.
Here they come with Ryder, and there is the hooter. It's all over. A brilliant contest ends with York coming out victorious.